compete at the end there on that long run. I guess that was probably it, right?
Yeah, just need to control the race, and I couldn't get that back for us, unfortunately.
Was it? I mean, just it had a long run field most of the race. There were some cautions at the end there. Is that kind of what happens in these sprint races if you just don't have that feel?
You need second half of these races, everybody gets really close, so you need control, and I didn't do a good enough job getting that back for us.
Was it with Denny on the restarts? I saw he restarted on your outside at least one time today. How much communication was there with you?
Just that one, and came about a little too late. I didn't want to participate, but it's a big picture moment, and it worked out. So, congrats to those guys. Just a grind all day.
Looking at your car, it's a pretty race car, but it really isn't destroyed or anything. It's not too bad. You sailed in here, good finish. How do you summarize it?
Cup guys know how to race, so especially when you're up near the front. We treat each other with a lot of respect. We race each other hard, and as frustrated as you get in the moment, you appreciate those hard moments because you learn. When you go in there and just bounce off each other and destroy each other, you don't learn shit. So it's a good day of being aggressive, but also patient at the same time and just enjoying it.
Is it hard to race Denny as opposed to someone that's not?
No, I told Harvick when Sundays come around, the 11 has no benefit for the 23 car. So I'm tired of hearing racing the boss. He's not the boss. He's a competitor.
When you're running this close to the front, how good does it feel? And you feel like you're on the verge of getting in victory lane one of these races?
Yeah. Booty always said you got to keep throwing your name in the hat, and so we'll keep doing that. And like I said earlier, it's fun to have fun. So it's all you got to keep doing.
Yeah, I mean, he beat me by almost 5 seconds. So even if I had cleared him, I don't think that I would have stayed in front of him for the whole run. He drove away pretty good, and I was hanging on there at the end. So it's a great day for our company, great day for Toyota, and definitely the best we've been at Martinsville in a long time, and still feel like there's room to improve. So I'm really happy about that.
The last pit stop, it got you back closer to the front. I think it was the last one. You gained some spots. What do you say about that pit crew doing that kind of work?
Yeah, I mean, my pit crew's been amazing and on point the entire year, really. So I mean, the pit crew did an amazing job, and then the team did an amazing job getting us the pole and having that number one pit stall. So that was super important to have that track position and be able to gain spots on pit road all day. And it was our entire team did the details right, and we got rewarded with a good finish.
It's always what you would have, but would you rather have had short runs at the end, a couple of more broken up?
I mean, I would have loved to have a yellow because I had the number one pit stall, and we would have had a good opportunity to beat them off pit road and have control of the race. So, I mean, I knew at that point, probably 50 to go, that was going to be my only chance to win is if we had a yellow. And even there's no guarantees because if you have a yellow, some people are going to stay out and the track position is going to get jumbled. So just wasn't our day.
Yeah, I mean, I used to have such a great feel for this racetrack, and I always have. But we just between changing the next gen car and a few other things, we just lost our edge here. We always have been contenders, but not been dominant like we were in years past. And today was like it felt like 20 years ago. Just how good the car was, how I was able to manage it, and how easy I was able to drive to keep the lead.
Denny, for you, just against racing with championship, you were teammate Christopher Miller from the get-go. What kind of messages is sent to the rest of the field?
Yeah, I mean, it's great. I think in the fall here, we were really the only good Toyota. Everyone else was garbage, really. And to see that there's 3 Toyotas up there at the front, like. That's a good sign for us that we're making the right steps, we're making the right decisions, and obviously our cars are good right now.
We're just hoping for a green flag to stay green there, those to set in what's happening here.
Once, I try not to do like too much of a countdown. I don't want my team to count me down lap by lap by lap, but once we got to 20 to go, I'm thinking, okay, that's about 7 minutes. Like, can everyone just not wreck for 27 minutes? That's all I cared about at that time. And then we get the 10 to go, and it's like, okay, we're 3 or 4 minutes from this thing. Like, let's just get it to the finish. So certainly as good as we were in the long run there, I wanted it to stay green.
I know you're adapting a bit to have Bubba up there front. How nice was it to see him get a solid run today as well?
Yeah, I didn't look at the full results, but it looked like he finished third. And man, that team's really on fire right now. They're really doing well, getting top fives week in, week out, running up front. That's what we wanted to see out of them.
Danny, how's it feel to be back in victory lane here at Martinsville after 10 years and get that 7th grand final car with such a dominant car here at Martinsville?
It feels so good. I mean, it feels like about a year since we had won. You know, we had 3 wins last year in the first 11 races, and then we just got slow. You know, our cars didn't have the speed that it did early in the year, and from that point on, it's like, man, when are we going to win again? And it feels like an eternity for someone like myself that's used to winning, you know, 4 or 5 times a year. And so hopefully this is the start of great things to come.
Celebrate this with your daughters.
Yeah, it's great that my kids are here. Obviously, they don't get to come to all the races, but you know, for it being only just a couple hours from home, it's awesome that they can enjoy it. And I think Taylor said it's been a few years since she's been in Victory Lane, so it's awesome to do that, especially at this racetrack that's so close to home for me.
The tire package close to where you think it needs to be now. What do you think about fall off and how it felt toward the end there?
Yeah, I mean, certainly lap times at the end of the race fell off about a second. Sure, I wish it was more, but I feel like this tire is just dramatically better than what we've had in the past, and hopefully it's something that we can implement on all the short tracks going forward.